All right. Let's get busy here, shall we? Okay, so I'm going to change out okay, it's going to be that one there, those two there. Let's go ahead and change that. I don't want this lead to get... Okay, I'm going to use my desoldering. Okay, so... You know what? Man. Alrighty, let me do something a little bit different here. Let's try... Okay. Okay, I need my clippers. Need my cutters. Need my cutters. This is being a pain in the butt. Okay, so this should now come out. That should come out of there. Why isn't it coming out? Okay, why isn't it coming out? It should come out. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that cap's definitely bad. 1000 microfarad, 16 volt. Yeah, that cap's bad. Wow. Yeah, that cap's definitely bad. Yeah, it's definitely bad. Okay. Still underneath the camera? Yeah, still underneath the camera. Oh, what am I doing? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Don't mess up that coil, Mr. Campbell. Do not mess up that frickin' coil. Okay. Yeah, that cap leaked too. Really bad. Okay, so 1000 microfarad, 10 volt. This one's 1000 microfarad, 16 volt. Okay. So, let me suck up that solder. Make sure it's still underneath the camera. I'm going to add a little bit more solder because I want a real clean, some real clean holes there. Yeah. So where am I at? Okay, so basically... Alright. Okay. Oh, shit. Well, this thing, it's shit. Let me try putting something underneath here so that, yeah. Okay, that worked out good. Okay, that worked out good. Oh, come on. Okay. So now, put this back here like that. Okay, that looks good. Before I solder on the new caps, I'm going to clean this board up just a little bit before I solder on the new caps. Alright, I think this will be good. Yeah, that'll be good. Alright, so those are the, oh, I want to clean the top too. The top too, let me get a cotton makeup pad. Alrighty. A cotton makeup pad. Okay. Alright, well I can't really get into there really good, but let me see if I can get in there. Yeah, clean that up pretty good. Alright. Yeah, that cleans up pretty good. I like the way these were made. That's really nice where that was made. Okay, kind of like that. Okay, those are the coils. Don't mess with those. They're fine. Okay, so now I can go ahead and solder in the brand new 1000 microfarad capacitors. Okay, so let's go ahead and plug the new capacitors in. Yeah, like that. Okay, plug those bitches in like that. Plug this baby in like so. Okay. And then put it over like that. Now, whenever you're recapping a PCB, do not bend these leads. Like, you know, spread them out like that to hold the cap in. And I see so many of you doing that. Don't do it. Because when you do that, let's say someone has to come along later on and they have to unsolder that capacitor to put in a new one, right? Another cap, right? When you spread the leads, it makes that much more difficult. So don't do it. People that spread the leads on caps, that's just pure laziness. Okay? Don't do it. Don't frickin' do it. Okay, so let me... All right, so what I'm doing now is I'm just tacking them in because they got to be flush. So I'm tacking them in. That's all I'm doing right now, just tacking them in. Okay, so that's flush to the board. And then this one, same thing. You want it flush to the board, just like that. Now double check, make sure they're flat to the board. Okay, make sure they're flat to the board. Alright, so now I'll finish soldering them. They should be fine. I'll make sure it's still set underneath the camera, and it is. So, damn it. I need to redo my workbench. I need to redo my workbench. Okay. So, put this over there. And let me just go ahead and cut those leads. The soldering looks good. It's well wetted. It's smooth and shiny. It's conical. And when you cut the leads, you want to cut them just above the solder. Do not cut into the solder. Can't stress that enough. Make sure you can see underneath the camera. Just above the solder. Do not cut into the solder. Okay? Just above the solder. Like that. Okay? Anyway. I forgot to cut these. They're sticking down way too, these right here, they're sticking down way too far. So they got to be cut too, just barely above the solder. Make sure you can see what I'm doing here. Just like that. Just barely above the solder. Just like that. Do not cut into the solder. That's good. Yeah, that looks good. I like it. Okay, yeah, that's good. So let me clean that. Let me get it all clean. I need the cotton swabs. Okay. Okay, so there's that. Let me get another cotton swab. What I need, what I wish I had was an ultrasonic cleaner. This whole board needs to be put in an ultrasonic cleaner for a few minutes. Yeah, they didn't. Whoever made these, well, I think these were made by Misumi. They did not clean these boards after they were made. Like, what the hell? This would have never passed my QA. Would have never passed my QA. I would have sent these boards back and told them, look, you need to clean those boards. They would have never passed my QA inspection. My team would have rejected these boards and sent them back. But there's the new capacitor. As you can see, the soldering is just really good. Smooth, shiny, well wetted, you know, clean. That's the way they're supposed to look. And there, let me make sure something. Okay, there's a top view. Yeah, top view. They look a lot better than the originals, I can tell you that. And make sure the correct polarity. The negative goes into where that white dot is, and they are. And also, okay, not only are these capacitors Japanese capacitors, these here, but they're also 105 degrees Celsius. So they can handle more heat. They're rated at a higher temperature. Okay, and also instead of both instead of one being 16 volt, the other one being 10 volt, excuse me, both of these are 16 volt. And I don't see why Atari didn't do that, or Mitsumi didn't do that. I think it was a cost-cutting measure, like the capacitors, even though they're the same value, the ones that are 10 volt, they're maybe a few pennies cheaper, you know. I mean, yeah. But see, these are new capacitors. This was one of the bad ones. This one here was bad. This one was probably good, but since I'm recapping this for it, I'm also recap all of them, you know. So there's the 1000 microfarad caps. They've been replaced. So now I'm going to do the same thing on these 2200 microfarad caps. Okay, so let's take care of these other capacitors. I'm going to do the bad one first. I know that one has to come out. Yeah, I know that one has to come out. Come on. Wow, that one's really bad. Okay. Yeah. That one definitely needed to come out. I mean, look at that. $2,200 microfarad, 2,200 microfarad 16 volt, but look at that. How it's not supposed to look like that. It's not supposed to look like that. That sleeve's supposed to come all the way down. In fact, it's supposed to come up around and almost like down here. But look what happened to it. Yeah, look at that. Wow. And then the same thing with, and that one was on the 12-volt rail. And the same thing with this cap here. I mean, look at that. It's not supposed to look like that. Yeah, it's not supposed to look like that. And that too is on the 12-volt rail. Yep, it's on the 12-volt rail. Okay, so, yeah, 2200, 2200. Okay, so let's get these out. Get these caps out of here. And after I get these out, we can take a look at the small cap to see what the value is on that. Because I might as well just go ahead and replace that too. You know. Okay. So there's that one. Yeah, it leaked. You can see how it started leaking. You can see that. How it started leaking. See? You can see it. How it started leaking. So I'm glad I'm recapping this board. And then I think the disk drive will work just fine. I think it'll work. I think it's just a disk drive. I mean the caps on this that's causing it not to work properly. Well, they came out pretty quick. Oh man, look at this one. They're all bad. Holy crap, I didn't see this one, the way this is here, because it was hidden behind some other parts. But look at that. They're all bad. Look at that. Wow. Alrighty, so let's get a cotton makeup pad. A cotton makeup pad. Alright. Yep, get rid of that shit. Okay. Okay. Okay, so that other, the small capacitor, that is a 85 degrees Celsius. I can't see what size that is. Can't see what size it is. The number is hidden. Wow. 1 microfarad, 50 volt. Holy crap. 1 microfarad, 50 volt is that one. Okay, yeah, 1 microfarad, 50 volt. Why would they have a capacitor? Yeah. This one here, the small capacitor, this one, right there, that's 1 microfarad, 50 volt. I don't know why they would have a weird cap like that, but that's what that one is. All right. Okay, so I cleaned that top of the board. Okay, so we got those in there. Got that in there. Let me make sure the holes are clear for the new caps, and they're not. So, shoot. I gotta add solder to suck up the solder. So weird the way the way you have to do this sometimes. You have to add solder to remove it. Alright. I'll do that. Okay. So now, okay, let me put this back. Okay, that's good. Okay. Okay. Okay, that's good. All right. Wow. Okay. So put this like that. Let's put the new caps in. They're going to be these really high quality. I think these are Panasonics. These are Panasonics. I think they are Panasonics actually. Okay. So I'm hoping these are the same dot pitch. They don't look like they are. Damn it, they're not. Son of a bitch. They're not the same dot pitch. I mean, not dot pitch. What am I talking about? They're not the same. They're not the same lead pitch, but they'll still work. They'll still work. Yeah, they'll still work. So put that in there like that. Put this over. Oh, come on. Okay. So let me just make sure that's in there and it's straight and it's level. It looks okay. I don't want that to get all messed up. Yeah, that should do it. That should do it. Should do it, boys and girls. Yeah, it should do it. Okay. That's good. Yep, that's good. I cut these leads. Well, let me do it underneath the camera. Make sure you can see it underneath the camera. You don't want to cut into the solder. Just cut barely above the solder, like that. Damn it. Alright. So, let's do the next one. Yeah, okay, make sure it's the right polarity. That's fine, like that. Plug in the next one. Yeah. Okay. What am I doing? I need to do it this way. Okay. God, the sponges, these gray sponges on these Hakol irons, they suck. They really suck bad. They really frickin' suck. I don't like them at all. I don't like them at all. Well, that actually looks pretty good there. I don't see anything wrong with that. I usually don't like the cap sticking this high up, you know, above the board, but what am I going to do? I didn't measure the lead pitch before I ordered these caps, so got to make do with what I've got. They'll work. They'll work, and as long as I can put the, you know, the cover and everything back on, it should be fine. You know, it should be fine. Damn it. Oh, come on. God, this gray sponge ain't worth a crap. I'm going back to my other iron. This Hakol iron sucks. It really does. It sucks. I don't know what all the hype is, you know, about these irons. They actually suck. They really do. They suck. Okay. And people talk about it like they're the second coming of Christ or something. You know. They're all the rage. You know, you got to get yourself a Hakol solder iron. No, I don't. It sucks. Frickin' sucks. All right. When I come back, I'll clean that and I'll solder on the remaining capacitor. All right. Let's get this cleaned up, shall we? Get it cleaned up. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that shouldn't be on there. Okay. Let me do something real quick. Okay. All right. So, let me get a cotton makeup pad. Okay. Yeah, they got this damn lacquer all over this board. That's what makes cleaning it after soldering so difficult, because it's damn lacquer. There's lacquer all over this board. Okay, and there's something else I don't like. I'm going to touch this up. God, this gray sponge and this Hakel iron ain't worth a crap. It really isn't. It's not worth a crap. Get that off of there. Yeah, get that off there. Okay. There's that. Let me get a dry cotton swab. Okay. So, alright, let's see what that looks like. Yeah, that's about as good as I can get it with all that damn lacquer all over the board. That looks pretty good, actually. The solder connections look really good. Yeah, that lacquer is really sticky, too. It's real sticky. Yeah, that looks good. They're straight. They're well soldered on, so yeah, that looks pretty good. Okay, so those are the new capacitors, but see how they stick up? They're not flush to the board like the other ones, but they should still work fine. Should still work fine. This is as long as I put the cover back over. I think there was a cover on this, or at least, you know, as long as it doesn't stop me from putting the cover on. It's not higher than the anything else in here. Maybe just 1/8 of an inch higher than the than this transformer, you know, or 1/16 of an inch higher than the transformer. It should still fit. Should be fine. If not, I'll have to come back here and change it. But there is the solder connections. I want to show you these. That's what it should look like. Well wetted, smooth, shiny, conical. You know, that's what they should look like. One more cap to do and this power supply is done. Alright. One more cap to do. And this power supply is done, people. Yeah. If I had to do this all over again, I would get, I would have measured the thread pitch. Okay, this is what? Is this a 2200 microfarad? Yeah. I would have measured the, or it's not thread, lead pitch. The lead pitch. See how they're different? You know, the lead pitch is different. I think this is this is standard 5mm. I think this is like 8 or 10mm across. That lead pitch right there. So if I had to do this again, I would order caps with this lead pitch. I'd have to measure that in millimeter, because this is your standard 5mm there. And this looks to be like it's, yeah, this looks like to be the standard 8 or 10mm on these caps here. But these will work. They'll work. They'll work. The only problem is you don't want to be pushing too hard on the tops of these caps, because what will happen, it could actually push the trace off the board, because there's nothing here to keep those leads from going through. Whereas, you know, when the capacitor is bottomed out, then it won't go any further. But when they're sticking up in the air like these, right, then it can push the pads off the board. Okay, because this is a single-sided board, not a double. Okay, so that's why on boards like this, single-sided boards, it's important to get the proper lead pitch on your caps. But since I'm not going to be going in there pressing on these caps, I think they'll work fine. I don't have anything to worry about. I think they'll be fine. Yeah, they'll be fine. They should be fine. These are really high-quality caps, man. Really high-quality caps. Really nice. Yeah, they stick up a little bit higher than the rest of the parts. I'm hoping that's not going to be a problem on this. I'm really hoping that's not going to be a problem. Yeah, hoping that's not going to be a problem. So, let me tin the iron. Yeah, this thing ain't worth a shit. I'm going back to using my other iron. My OK iron is a lot nicer than this Hakko piece of crap. Yes, piece of crap. Crap. That's right. I don't know why people are raving about that damn iron. Talking about, oh, you gotta get yourself a Hakko iron. No, I don't. It's a piece of shit. Weller solder irons are a lot nicer. And that's what we use in the industry. We use OK irons. And we use Weller irons. And for surface mount, we mainly use Metcal. Metcal irons is what we use for surface mount. So, yeah, that's what we use for surface mount. But those irons, man, they're very expensive. Very expensive. I think our cost was like $1,000 each per iron. And that didn't include the tips. Okay, that cap's on. I can now go ahead and turn my iron off. Wait a moment. Yeah, put my tools. I always like putting my tools away when I'm done. So I'll just put my solder right there and turn my iron off. Clean the tip really good. God, this gray sponge ain't worth a crap. Ain't worth a crap. Yeah, I'm going to put away that Hakko iron. It's a piece of garbage. I'm actually considering just selling it. You know, used iron, sell it on eBay. I think I can probably get like 80 bucks for it. And then I'll go back to using my OK iron. But I'm also going to go ahead and buy a Weller iron. Because I need a backup iron. Sometimes I need 2 irons. So, yeah. So put that iron away. And let me go ahead and cut the leads on this, and this power supply will be nicely recapped and ready to put back into my Atari ST computer. There you go. Let me hang back up my cutters. I always put my tools away. Where'd the other lead go? I'm not going to worry about it. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about it. Okay, so now let me clean that up, and this power supply is recapped. And I can finally put it back into my Atari ST computer. And I'm sure my Atari ST will appreciate that, getting its power supply back. And I think this will also fix the drive problem. I think it'll fix that too. Because the capacitors on the 12-volt rail were bad. They were definitely bad. Both of them were bad. So this should fix it. Yeah, this should fix it. God, man, this frickin' lacquer, this brown molasses crap is all over this board. I mean, oh my God. Why would Mitsumi do that? It's not necessary. Man. Why would they frickin' do that? off there, bitch. Okay, there you go. And then dry the other side. Wow, man. Wow. Well, that molasses is all over this damn board. Yeah, I wish I had a ultrasonic cleaner. I would actually put this in an ultrasonic cleaner and clean it. That's ridiculous. It's freaking ridiculous. That molasses crap, or lacquer. That lacquer all over the damn board. What the frick? What the frack, man? Okay. Alright, I'm going to inspect this real quick. Yeah, that looks okay. Yeah, they look good. Smooth, shiny, conical. You know, the usual. Anyway, there it is. I think it's, yeah, it's these here. Just make sure that you see what it looks like. Those right there. Yeah, that's the way they should look. Yep, that's the way it should look. Now let me make sure they're on the right way. I always double check my work. Polarity. The white dot goes to negative, and they are on all of them. So that's good. Yeah. This board is now recapped. Okay, let's put this power supply back together, shall we? I'm going to need that. I'm going to need that screwdriver. I'm going to need this one. Alrighty. So, first thing we need to do... okay. Put this baby in there. Well... like that. Okay. Alright. I'm loving it. Remember, don't tighten all the screws. I mean, don't tighten any of the screws until you get them all in. Get them all in first. Then start tightening. Okay, so that's on there pretty good. Let me hold this in place so it doesn't move. And I use this one, the high torque screwdriver, the standard number 2 Phillips, just to snug it. Just like that. Do not over tighten this. Just snug it, just like that. Just like that, just snug it. That's perfect. Perfect. Just double checking, making sure. Okay, that looks pretty good. Okay, that's on there. Go ahead and put the power switch on. Yeah, get that power switch put on. Wait a minute, it goes on like this. Like that, boys and ghouls. Shit. Oh, goddamn. Oh, you son of a bitch. Okay. Actually, okay. So that's on there. Now we got to put the power plug on, and it takes... Now this one, you want to use a low torque screwdriver because the plastic can be easily broken if you over tighten. So yeah, I just use the full size number 2 because it fits the screw head better, or bolt head better, just to start the bolt in there. And then I switch to, you know, the low torque number 2 Phillips. Like that. Okay. Well, I can use the standard number 2 just to snug it, just barely snug it like that. Alright, so the only thing left to do is to put the ground wire back on. And then this power supply is done. It's ready to put back into my Atari 520 ST computer. Fully recapped. Well, I didn't change out the 1 microfarad 50 volt cap because it looked like it was okay. And I don't know if I have any of those left. I think I did order about 10 of those. Yeah, I think I did order about 10 of those, if I remember correctly. But that one looked okay, so I'm not going to mess with it. Yeah, I'm not going to mess with it. It looked okay. Okay. So let me put my tools back. That looks like it's okay. Well, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned for more exciting content here on The Hans Campbell Show. My name is Hans George Campbell, and until next time,